Shot by love. Nine one one, will you please help me? Help me. Thought I was good, but I couldn't see. Oh, it's crazy that you called my bluff. Now I just been shot by love. Shot by love. 911, will you please help me? Please help me. Thought I was good, but I couldn't see. Oh, it's crazy that you call my bluff. I just been shot by love. Shot by love. You're crying. I'm dying. This is my fault. I did you wrong. And you love me. I'm so sorry. Just don't give up, my baby. Two shots hit me in my chest. Loving you, shorty, didn't get my best. Give me one more chance. You took mine. Left me alone in the dark. Let me talk to her, Luffy. She took my heart. Left me alone in the dark. Bring it to the men above. My heart and my mind collide. Think I got shot by love. Don't know if I'm a survivor. Moving in silence. Trying to dodge the pain of the arrows. But they spitting rap, they got me blinded. That everything that matters is madness. Potential to get tragic. Let me tell you the effects. First it starts with smiles and laughter. Then digs deeper than the surface into everything you molded and crafted. Taking your mind and your soul and your space. Having this way and giving half of it away. Now you stuck trying to master anything that get in the way. Felt the passion, the lust. Started feeling for more when I wasn't getting enough. Slowly falling, turning and sinking abrupt. Now I'm stuck. Nowhere to run, I got shot by love. Can you touch me like you hate me? Make me fall in love, baby. You gon' fuck me when the time is right. Wanna see you in the limelight. You get all my love like Sabrina. On your tippy toes, ballerina. Now you're colder than Pluto. Can we kick it like judo?
Hey,
kicking like judo.
Another fire one from Mr. Luffy.
Yes. That was called Shot by Love. And this is Curvilinear Radio. I am Mary J. B.
And I'm Kiki with an E.
It is me, Miss Hotspot, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy New Year.
Welcome to 2019.
It's a new year.
Oh, what a fresh start.
Yes.
It still doesn't feel like 2019 to me. I mean, even though we're 3 days in, it still feels like the year hasn't even begun.
Well, you know, some people will say it hasn't until spring, but you know, that's a different conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
I do too. That's when you bloom.
Yeah, that's when new things start growing, you know.
That's when you can really come out of
really got your feet wet in the new year, you know.
I don't know, leaves and stuff start growing back and roses and things.
But, you know, we need to just, embrace all of the year. And that's probably why it goes so fast, because we only embrace certain parts of it.
Right.
Embrace all of it. Smell the roses while you're walking, Smell the roses along the path.
Once they start blooming, I'm going to smell them.
Right. Because before you know it, they dead. Gone. Year's gone.
Yeah, especially in these climates these days.
Listen, we still got last year roses because we ain't had no snow like that.
Yeah, we don't need it. Have you seen the West Coast?
I heard.
Okay.
I'm knocking on wood that we just have this wonderful winter.
Man,
like
global
this.
warming, we just gonna sneak on
Just
by.
like
It ain't even gonna. We the same degrees right now in Vegas.
I ain't mad at it.
I sure ain't.
I mean, it's still cold.
Come Monday, we'll be in the 50s again.
It's still cold, but
we're going back to the 50s, 56.
Yeah,
Let's see how long that lasts.
It's special.
I mean, it is because it's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get, you know.
Okay,
we living on the edge in Columbus, Ohio, when it comes to the weather.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
It's so true.
That's what my mama said.
So true.
Hey, listen.
We're going to talk about some things that we don't want to start the year off with. So we're going to talk about this off rip.
Okay, I'm ready to just jump into this conversation because
Let's do it.
I was marinating on it. Yes, go live, boo. Go live.
I don't know where it came from.
But
I'm down.
I've been really... Okay, I'm going to tell you where it came from. I was laying in the bed today. Today I wasn't feeling good, so I ain't even going to work today. I was asleep all day off and on, so I was not feeling good. So anyways... I was laying in it and it just hit me. I saw this post where this lady said it was an omission when women kind of wear enhancements to their body, and when they get naked, it's an omission because we hide things. But it's really not. It's not a lie. I'm just saying, like, hey, I'm enhancing these boobies. These boobies don't sit like this, but I'm enhancing them. And a guy kept saying that it was a lie. Like the stuff that y'all put on y'all's body is a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's not true. So and then I started thinking about it. It's so many levels to this conversation that we can go to.
Look, it's a lie until they give us a hug.
Baby, listen. Then they be.
We got support over here. Support over here.
They feel the lines.
I'm going to give you the support of a hug, and you're going to feel the support of the support.
Okay.
Yes, it's great, doesn't it?
You get double support over here, baby.
I'm not.
It's so many levels to this. So lies versus omission. Mm-hmm. And it depends on where you're going with it.
Yeah, because when you first sent it, my mind, because first of all, I had to, for a second, I was like, let me go to dictionary, my little dictionary app. I want to know what we talking about. Definition. The definition of omission is someone or something that has been left out or excluded. So when I read that, right, the first thing that came to my mind was the men's famous line, well, I ain't lying, I just ain't tell you the whole truth.
Yeah!
I was like, oh yeah, we can have that conversation.
That's the levels to
with
that.
Your old
that
mission ass.
So
I'm gonna start using that.
I'm gonna start using that.
I was looking up other ways that you can go with this, and that was one of them. And my thing is, do you feel, because there's a lot of statements that says that the leaving out the omission is only a lie when you're leaving it out where it could either hurt that person or put you in a better light.
Say that again. I need that one more time.
Okay. There's a lot of statements that says that it's only a lie if the omission that you're leaving out is to not hurt that person that you're not telling the full truth to, or if it's going to put you in a better light.
So kind of like when I wear a waist thing, a shaper. That's kind of
it's putting you in a better light.
It's putting me in a better light, and it ain't hurting them. But it might hurt them. They get to take me home that night.
So you saying so it's okay for the omission?
It depends on the person that you're omitting to, and if they take it as you being a liar. Everybody's view is different. So if I'm in a relationship with you, let me give you a good scenario. Okay. So if I'm in a relationship with you and you don't know that I have been with at least 6 girls that you know and you hang out with constantly. Okay. And I'm telling you that I ain't never been with none of them girls. They ain't never came to you and said that they been with me.
That is a lie.
But I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that. Let me say it a little differently. So if you hang out with them and I never told you that I've slept with them, not that I'm adamantly saying I never went with them,
just so happened to not be mentioned.
Just so happened not to be mentioned. So I'm putting myself in a better light because you clearly don't know, and none of them chicks have told you that they have been with me. So I'm going to omit that. I'm not going to say that because I want us to flourish. Okay. So then in an argument,
your face is how I feel. Like,
okay,
go ahead.
And then in an argument with one of your friends, she ended up telling you that she slept with your man. She slept with me. So now you know, and you come back to me, and I'm like, damn, well, that was like years ago, babe. Like, I didn't think it was important. So I'm leaving out the portion. Now you're hurt.
You didn't ask me.
Hurt. But I was trying to put myself in a better light to be able to get with you and make our relationship stop.
But it's built off it's still a lie.
Right, because you see us all together, and I mean, you would just.
But I'm just saying,
it depends.
See?
It depends on what end I'm on. Because if I'm on my end, then maybe I should have asked.
Mark Faison says omission is a fancy lie. I agree with you, sir.
You know, on your end, technically you didn't ask.
Right. See? Like if you didn't blatantly ask me, why do I need to tell you I slept with somebody?
So I gotta ask. So I'm supposed to ask, man, have you slept with my friends?
I'm just saying.
If you know that you slept, if you trying to be, nah, man, I'm not going.
But that happens.
I think it's something similar.
Boys and men and women. Women do that shit too. They won't tell you that they might have had sex with your homie because they really been crushing on you the whole time. And now you finally give them a little time. And now she loves you. You love her.
So wait, you saying I'm with a dude, but I'm crushing on his homie?
No, I'm saying that if I meet, I'll give you another scenario. You know, okay. Scenario.
Go ahead, please, because I need clarity a little bit.
I meet a guy, one night stand, has sex with him.
Okay.
I know. And now that we had sex, we might have been out to a couple occasions, and now I see your homeboy. Damn, you fine. I want to get with you.
But you said he was a one-night stand, though.
I'm just saying, his boy. I'm saying, his boy don't know that I had sex with his friend. He don't know that. And the friend ain't said shit. But I see you, I'm crushing on you now. Now you finally give me a little bit of your time, and now we get together. Now your friend, because now he see
I'm
you
keeping
happy
it real
with me. He see you happy with me, and now he want to tell you, I
hit exactly that. Because it's going to get to that.
I hit that.
It's going to get to that.
But
so I'm going to just crush all that in the beginning.
Should
I
just tell him?
Hell yeah.
Or should I wait?
I'm telling.
I feel like, okay.
I'm going to wait till I know you really, really like me. Not too long, but just like, first of all, you ain't go shoot your shot or go for anything until you know that he liked me. Like, oh shit, he liked me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
So, okay. Now, I'm gonna need to sit down, boo. I just want to talk to you about something. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, but you know I'm that type of chick. I'm just saying. Me and your boy
play footsie.
Because I don't want him to be coming back acting like it's something. Because look, I'm about to downplay it like it ain't shit. But I'm still telling you. I don't want him coming back acting like it was something because it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But I want to tell you before it come back a different type of way. But yeah, me and him, we fucked one time.
Right.
It was one night stands. It ain't been nothing else.
I feel like I would say it two different ways. Like there's two reasons I would.
Now one,
because I'm gonna want you. If I'm serious about wanting this to progress, I want you to trust me. And me not telling you that is automatically building this relationship off of mistrust.
You're right. Hello. Thank you for calling. It's Curvilinear. Who is this? Hi,
what's up, Jonathan?
The Mr. Debater. Hey.
How y'all doing?
We're good. How are you, King?
I'm good.
Hey, so what you think about this topic?
What's your take on lies versus omission?
Well, a lie is only, a lie is only a lie if you don't admit in the first place. Like, omission is only...
Wait, did you just say a lie is only a lie if you don't admit it in the first place?
Yeah, because you can't just be like, okay, you can't. how can I put this? You can't just say, you can't lie and then say, oh, I want to admit to something. They're two different things.
I think you're thinking of admitting and not omission.
Omission
means you're holding
something or someone or something that's been left out. So you ever told a chick, I ain't lied to you, I just ain't tell you the whole truth.
That's what I'm saying. It's still, either way, it's still a lie.
It's okay. So you're with me. I agree on that. It's still a lie.
I think that I think you can do both. You know what I'm saying? I think people do it out of trying to protect somebody's feelings or in fear that they're going to lose something. And it's either way you look at it, it's done purposely. That was thought out. They did it. It was a reason by it. You don't just accidentally lie about something. That was something that you planned out.
No, I can't say you don't accidentally lie.
I can't agree with that.
Yeah.
There's sometimes how I want to say this. When omitting, like if you meet somebody and they don't ask you your age, I'm not gonna tell you my age unless you ask me. That's me not telling you. But then you find out that I'm actually. That's the same thing. If I'm with you in a relationship and you find out something on your own, I didn't tell you.
Yeah, you never asked.
So it's not me lying. But no, it would be different if we had a topic about age and then I don't tell you my age.
And that mine's on fire.
And that's what I mean. So it's not purposely lying.
You're still justifying the lie.
No, I'm not. I'm not justifying a lie.
That's not something. Because if it's something that you think somebody needs to know and you don't tell them, it's almost just as bad as a lie.
But there's a lighter type of admission too, where there's things that you don't have to tell.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
We talking about it general. We're not talking about specifically. We talking about generally.
What I'm saying, she used the analogy. If I don't know, if I've never asked you your age, and
if you feel like it's important that you need to know, then ask. If you feel like you need to know, then ask. It's another thing that you ask and I lie about it, then it's a lie.
This is what I'm saying.
But you didn't ask me, so I didn't tell you. It's your fault for not asking. You feel like it's important.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to holler at me and you don't ask me if I'm with somebody and you find out I am, you didn't ask me.
But age is still an important topic. It's just as important. It would be the same. It would be the same topic if you met somebody and y'all had sex and he didn't tell you he had HIV. Because you didn't ask.
Now that's a bit extreme.
You going too far.
That's extreme. We're talking about breaking laws now. You can't have sex with people with HIV and not tell.
Johnny, listen, what I'm saying, Jonathan, listen.
I just changed what wasn't.
No,
that's when that word depends come in.
We gotta take calls.
Everything depends.
I another caller, but I'm gonna come back to this.
I didn't say it wasn't. It's the same thing. You're justifying the same lie.
It's not. It's not the same lie.
It is because it's just as hurtful because
it's not.
It might not be that important to you, but it might be important to that other person.
If that's where you're wrong, because if I know what I have can kill you, that's lying to you. Yeah. I'm having sex and putting your life in danger. Or not, that's a lie. Me not telling you I'm 82 because I look 45. That's not. Now if I'm 16 and I'm having sex with a grown man where I'm putting your life in danger, then that's lying. So that's what I'm saying.
About the same.
No, it's not. If I'm putting your life in danger, that's a lie. And that's what we were getting to at the beginning.
And everything makes a difference.
He's saying.
I get what he's saying.
What the lie is.
Yeah, we get what you're saying, but however, it's still two different words.
It's still different. It's two different levels of it, and that's what I'm saying by levels.
I'm saying it's the same effect. With the analogy that she just used, and the analogy that I just used, it's the same exact thing. I just changed the circumstance. That's all I did.
It's not the same.
Same analogy, but not the same effect.
You don't have to share that mic.
We got share the mic. We had another caller, so hopefully don't. And
they hitting me on mine like, hey. So if
love you.
So I got.
Thank you for calling. Now
they said Mark Faison says so. If a dude says he's between home, his winter or summer home, but omits that it's his baby mom and grandmama crib, he is talking about that's cool.
I'm confused.
I need you to redo that one for me.
Or give us a call.
Or call in and explain that one because I don't understand the question.
John, I want to go back to Jonathan's statement. That's what I said at the beginning of this. There's levels to omitting, and then there's levels to lying. If I'm putting your life in danger, then I am lying to you because I am not telling you things that will hurt you. And that's where that's where they say it's the difference. If I'm holding back information that is going to harm you and put me in a better light, then that means I am lying. I am lying to you.
Right.
But if I'm omitting information because you didn't ask, then there's a difference. So that's why I said there's levels to a lie and an omission. Now, if I'm of age and you never asked me my age, but you have a preference because you want to have kids.
That's your fault for not asking me.
Exactly. That's omitting.
So I feel like going to be a cougar.
That's what I'm meaning. It's omitting information. I'm not telling you because you never asked me my age before you got into a relationship with me. So I'm not telling you that I'm 55 and you're 30.
Again, it's omitting.
I'm omitting. But if I'm purposely holding information that can harm you and put me in a better light, then I am a liar.
Well, a lie, first of all, is an intentional false statement. Let's just be clear. That is the definition of a lie. That is a purposeful false statement. Meaning if I'm we're both looking at the same blue sky, but I'm telling you it's green, I'm lying to you. So, yeah, like you said, if I don't tell you something, that's not me telling you a lie. I just, again, even though I can't stand the fucking statement, not giving you the full truth, which is omission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he brought up the AIDS thing, that just irked me because there's so many people out here that are doing that shit.
Unfortunately, and I get what you're saying. And unfortunately, though, I get what he's saying because technically it is the same scenario because they're not setting a false statement. It's not like the partner said, have you been tested? Do you have any STDs or whatever? Because then at that point, you have the opportunity as the person, even though you should already have the responsibility as a sexually active person with any STD whatsoever to say, yes, I have had this. Yes, I have this. So that you make a decision going forward. But if you never ask and y'all just do the damn thing, hell, I mean, let's be real. That's how a lot of things happen with one night stands. Some shit happens. Nobody asked the most important question of the night. And you done slept with somebody with full blown HIV.
But how
protected or unprotected?
You just a goddamn criminal. Lying ass criminal.
Technically, he's not lying. He is a criminal, but he's just omitting from telling what needs to be told, which is the truth that he, as a sexually active person, you need to strap up because I have this. Bottom line. I mean, it sounds wrong. I know you don't like it, but technically, I get what he's saying. Yeah, they definitely shouldn't be doing that. That's why it's a crime. It's against the law.
Yeah, and you would go to jail for that shit. However, you're not going to go to jail for saying you not mentioning your age.
That should not have to be asked. Some stuff,
like we said, there's levels to that
shit.
Have
to be asked.
That's why it's two different words. We're not asking what's the similarity of the word. We're asking it versus the other. Yeah. Because there are two different words.
Lies. Yeah, there is a small similarity.
That age shit totally falls into the lie.
I feel that.
Period. Point blank.
I wanted to give that.
You're lying about you. Period. For you to even put yourself in a predicament where you want to go fuck somebody and could give them AIDS, you're lying because that's just not normal. You're lying about your whole persona. You're approaching yourself. You're giving yourself like you're clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're lying.
You have a clean bill of health.
Exactly. And you don't.
I mean.
So it all depends on how you look at it. Different levels of shit, like we're saying.
Different levels, you know. And every person is different.
And ain't no different from somebody out here with or what's the one that reoccurs? What is that? Herpes.
But you're still.
It ain't like no different. Somebody out here with herpes running around
somebody's health.
You're right.
You're still hindering somebody's health, and people react differently.
Oh Lord, I ain't messing with Ray tonight. Hi, Ray.
Somebody can have a herpes outbreak and have a fucking heart attack from it because their blood pressure ran up, and then they die. You just never know.
Yeah. But yeah, there is a difference between lying and omitting. Lying is an intentional false statement. I need people to understand.
And you know you have AIDS, and you're intentionally fucking this motherfucker with AIDS.
He said lies and omission are first cousins. That's facts.
Yeah, but they're still not the same person.
But they're not the same. They might have came from the same family bloodline,
right?
But they're not the same. If you listen,
and I'm not defending one or the other.
I'm not defending one or the other.
We're not defending. I'm totally against them.
I just want to have a clear conversation about it.
That's it. That's all.
I feel like
we want people to understand the difference between lying and omitting. So maybe some of you Negroes out here can quit saying, "Well, I ain't lie to you, babe. I just ain't tell you the whole truth," because I want to smack fire out of y'all with that shit.
And right, you talking about you weren't lying because since omission and lying is in the same family, you saying you ain't lying. Technically, bitch, you lying because you omission and lying in the same family, just a different level.
Lies and omission have the same mama but different daddies. I can't.
That's about right.
Listen.
Well, I wrote that. I hate y'all.
Mark Faison, he on one tonight.
That was funny. But I that's why I
must have experiences with them.
What researching, that's what they say is the clear difference between lying and omission. Because if I'm telling you a story to put me in a better light, then that means I am lying to you.
Right.
So that's just like me saying, "What you do last night?" Oh, me and the boys went out to the club, went to a strip club, and we just hung out. That's it. Oh, that's it. I'm leaving out the part of me getting a lap dance, getting titties put in my face, putting dollars in her vagina, all that stuff. I'm putting me in.
Well, you did say he said he went to the strip club, right?
He just went to the strip club.
That kind of comes with the territory.
No, that doesn't. There's.
I don't know. No man.
Anybody, whenever you say somebody going to strip club, you need to expect anything can go with that.
Anything can
go with that statement.
I done been to strip clubs where I just seen men just sit there. They like the steak. They eat the steak and they watch. Now there's some men that actually go back to the room.
Because even as a female, I'm active in the strip club.
They bang on.
That's the risk that they taking of
going in a better light without telling you that I spent my whole damn paycheck. I ain't got no money for rent. I ain't told you that. I ain't told you, right? So I'm admitting information to put myself in a better light because I'm just telling you I just went to the strip club and just ate me a steak and just chilled with the homies.
But technically, though, you're not lying. You said you went to the strip club. That's why it's a fine line between these two motherfucking omissions and lies.
I mean, because he did say he went to the strip club.
He told you he was going to the strip club.
So there's a
now he was lying.
He spent money.
All the stuff that he did while he was there.
Now she needs to ask that.
I just asked you what you did last night.
He said go to the strip club.
It's all different scenarios.
But that means tell me everything you did last night.
I went to the strip club.
What else you do at the strip club?
I swear she said
what do we do at the strip club?
But you didn't
it's a different question.
That you
then you don't be lying.
Listen, but let me tell you how men think. See, you gotta be specific.
So I gotta ask you, did you spend all your money?
Hey, this nigga.
Now that's a specific question. Because going to the strip club, you can be in that motherfucker all day.
I just say, no, I ain't spent all of it. I still got $50 in my bank, but I ain't got rent tomorrow.
Mark said, nigga go to a strip club just to eat. He a serial killer. I know that's right, cousin. Yeah, we'll be there bouncing quarters off that ass. You damn right. I'm in there real active.
Making the most of that dollar. You hear me?
Yeah, I don't. If a man tell me he went to the strip club with
I'm assuming everything that goes with it.
I'm expecting a lap dance, private dance, titties, ass, G-string. They touch, felt. They did. Listen, see, but that's also that. It depends on the person because it depends on how you're gonna respond. And a man know how a woman gonna respond based on where you tell her you been. Me, I'm the type of chick. Hell, I have applaud strippers. Thank you. You take the work off of me, boo. Warm him up and get him ready. Send him home. I ain't got to do no work.
I don't got no problem.
Get it in. Depending on the man, about a good 15, 20, 30 minutes, we're done. I can go to sleep because by the time they get home anyway, you still sleep. Yeah, so it just depends. Some people will get upset though. Be like, but you right. Yeah, if you know, but you also know what type of person you with. Are you with the type of man that would go spit his whole check at the strip club?
Sometimes you don't know. Just like sometimes
until it happens.
Sometimes you don't know you married to a gambler.
That's the omission part.
That's the omission.
We forgot to tell you that part.
That omission part.
Listen, because my CD.
This is why we're trying to tell y'all that communication is key in relationships. Y'all need to be
asking questions, all kind of shit. Listen.
So what you like to do?
I done dated several dudes that I done played 21 questions pretty much every time.
I played 21 questions.
Girl, you think I play? I be on the phone like, hey, let's play 21 questions, and I just be randomly hitting with shit. Nigga, I want to know. I start off with what's your favorite color, and I end with, do you got HIV?
I'm not messing
you got AIDS?
Shit, you start off with the fun one, then let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business. You done had threesomes in the last
stripper warm up men only.
You be fucking wrong.
Nah, depending on the stripper, they can warm up the woman too. Depending on the stripper, he said strippers warm up men only. Learn something today. No. Depending on the stripper, they can warm us up too. It ain't even gotta be a man stripper. Because me personally, I don't like no strippers.
And I left there like, listen,
ready to go
home. Listen, we didn't even make it home.
I'm gonna try that one more.
You see that one more?
You think you can hold me up in that position?
Some women that get warmed up, some women just
learn
something.
Can you drive and get this action at the same time, Daddy?
You know what I'm saying? Because if we gonna crash, I'm gonna wait. You know what it be.
I don't want to die, baby.
Listen, I done caused a couple accidents. I'm okay.
Baby, listen. It happens.
It does happen. Missed a couple exits.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to this because this was fun.
Yeah. You know we've been through a lot. I'm about to die. It was meant for me. Yeah. You feel the vibe right here. You feel it. Word up. You can start brand new. You hear me? Start brand new. You know what I'm saying? Fulfilling your fantasies. Let's get Yeah. You know we've been through a lot. I'm about to die. It was meant for me. Yeah. You feel the vibe right here. You feel it. Word up. You can start brand new. You hear me? Start brand new. You know what I'm saying? Fulfilling your fantasies. Let's get it in. Let's go. First of all, girl, you special, you all that I got. I regret being selfish, calling the shots. You know the stupid shit I said got you flipping a lot. Putting my hands on you to the point you calling the cops. I'm like Tupac, I ain't mad at you. I was a damn fool. I know dealing with me alone is a handful. Especially my criminal records, you surpass that. Can I give you good memories from all the flashbacks? Wiping your tears, take away all your fears. Play Houdini, take your pain, make it all disappear. Create a path for the ones that's together will walk. I'm keeping in 100. This is not jail talk. Even though you're going through it, take heed to these words. I'm the possessed. I'm trying to get rid of the curse because I love you. Don't want to lose you at the end. You stole my heart for the fact you beat by your man. You're about to die, girl. I'ma do what it do. Be the man you deserve. We can start brand new. Continue fulfilling your fantasy. I'm here to let you know. You was meant for me. You right by the time, girl, I'ma do what it do. Be the man you deserve, we can start brand new. But continue fulfilling your fantasy. I'm here to let you know you was meant for me. The spiritual path we need, guaranteed we succeed. We can celebrate, get a bottle with some weed. Can't wait till I bless you along with a seed. Half full of rock knowledge for us to feed. Let him or her grow, start a family for sure. With a beautiful home cars, you know how that go. I really hope when you hear me, feeling sincerely. This feeling unexplainable when you get near me. Forgive me for my wickedest ways, I really mean it. The outcome I wish I would've seen it. You're the perfect queen with a heart that's pure. To be full apart, meaning that baby I'm yours. Let's get freaky, that is the best thing. Let's set it off right there on the sex swing. Anybody flirt getting tossed like lettuce. Got one thing in common, we both get jealous. You my ride or die, girl, I'ma do what it do. Be the man you deserve, we can start brand new. Continue fulfilling your fantasy. I'm here to let you know you was meant for me. You my ride or die, girl, I'ma do what it do. Be the man you deserve, we can start brand new.
Hello, thank you for calling Curvilinear Radio. Who is this?
Hi, I'm calling for Demond.
Oh, you got the wrong number, sir. Baby. This is a radio station. Please hang up and try again. You're welcome.
Even though we say Curvilinear Radio when we answer the phone.
So, this is Curvilinear Radio. I am Mary JB.
And I'm Kiki with an E.
And it is Misha, Miss Hot Spot. Ladies and gentlemen, we are discussing lies versus omission. That was Mr. Juan Vilagros.
Yes.
Got our Spanish community coming up out of Columbus.
Amen. Meant for me is what that song was called. Listen, we're talking about lies versus
omission. I got a personal lie that said, Carol Pooh, a lie is a lie. And omitting the truth is the same thing. You fail to tell all the truth and or details. The funny thing about that is, I mean, when you omit from the truth when it comes to, say, a murder happened, you know something, but you're not telling no information, or just period when they want you to snitch, you know, you get in trouble for that. That's obstruction of justice, isn't it?
Yep.
Obstruction of justice.
So my thing is
withholding information.
Okay, in the black community, that's okay.
What? To withhold information?
Yes.
Well, you know, that's because everybody was taught snitches get stitches.
Business. I ain't getting nobody's business.
You know, but yeah. That's a whole different conversation we could do on a different Thursday, because that's the law that everybody put in the black community. Snitches get stitches until it becomes somebody close to you. Then you want everybody to run around and snitch. You don't want nobody to tell who shot who, but unless they shot somebody, people, then you gonna want them to
grab that cup back there.
Why? What?
Grab that cup right there.
Oh,
that mug. I'm sorry. It just caught my attention.
I have a feeling I know who brought that cup.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, you already know they be representing to the fullest.
I gotta show y'all what this cup say. I'm sorry. We still on this topic, but I gotta show y'all.
Y'all gotta see this cup. Too bad y'all can't see it.
Lies versus omission.
Oh my God. Is this
I'm gonna show y'all this cup.
Is this a lie? Fupas?
Is this a lie or an omission?
This is Curvilinear Radio. Who is this?
Hi. My name is Derek. My wife just accidentally called you guys by mistake, looking for Demond Cherry.
Okay, so why you call back?
You guys are a radio station, and I saw the word gospel radio.
Oh.
And then my wife and I are actually hosting an event in February, and was wondering about talking to somebody just how we can get our event advertised like the radio station.
Okay. Well, I would email curvilinearradio@gmail.com your information, and then we will be able to reply to you. Or you can go to what's his last name? George Quinn.
Quinn.
Yes. Quinn on Facebook. He is the head of WTMH Radio, and he will be able to assist you as well, sir. Because we're live on the radio right now.
WTMH Radio.
Yes, sir.
We are live right now on the
Yes. You're in the middle of our show.
Oh, that is beautiful. What is the show about?
Curvilinear Radio is about curvy women and yes, curvilinear. But the definition of curvilinear means continuously curvy lines, and we are 3 curvy women. So we talk about weekly topics, and today's topic is lies versus omission. Do you have a stance on that?
Said lies versus what?
Omission.
Lies versus omission. Lies. LIE versus omission?
Yes.
Correct.
Is there a big difference? Do you know what lies are compared to omission?
No, I don't. Let me think about that real quick since we're live on the air.
Well, here, I'll give you the definition real quick. An omission is someone or something that has been left out or excluded versus a lie, which we know is an intentionally false statement.
All right, say that again.
So an omission is someone or something that has been left out or excluded. So for an example, as we used for an example this evening, when someone says to you, I didn't tell you a lie, I just didn't tell you the whole truth. You know, I didn't tell you I didn't have hair on my head. You just assumed that I had hair because every time you see me, my hair is long. So I didn't necessarily lie. I just didn't tell you.
I think, to be honest, I think when you do have an omission,
we have a caller on right now, so you can't hear.
In my opinion, because it's not telling the truth.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling. You're welcome. You have a great evening.
And what?
Thank you.
And what was his opinion on that? What did he say? Okay, moving right along.
I couldn't hear him all the way.
I think he said that they both is a lie.
Sure, Adam, you can come on one day. Would love to have you today.
It's still a lie.
On today's topic: lies versus omission.
I was going somewhere before that call, and I'm mad because I forgot.
I forgot to.
He threw us all the way off. You know.
But listen,
he tried to get in on the topic.
I appreciate you for calling in and
for sure.
Wanting to be on the station with WTMH. Welcome to my hood. You listen. So we're still talking about lies and omission. And my thing is if somebody omits information to you, vague or blunt information, and when I mean vague, I mean something minor like he didn't tell you that he don't eat steak. And you asked him what he liked to eat and what he don't like to eat. He never told you he didn't like steak. That's omitted, right?
Hell no. If I ask you what you like and don't like, in that sentence, I said, let me know what you like and don't like. But so you tell me, if you don't say that I don't like steak, nigga, you lie. The hell?
But I told you I like other things than what I don't like. I just don't like steak.
No. You saying that I asked the question, tell me what you like and what you don't like to eat, correct? Okay, so that's setting you up to tell me the truth of what you like and what you don't like.
I'm admitting just that portion.
But it could be a lot of shit that I don't like, right?
I could have gave you a long ass list and I just forgot to tell you
list ain't that damn long.
Well, we can reverse it. Maybe asking us.
Let me introduce you to my ex-husband.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay? So he got a long ass list.
Oh,
so
Lord.
If I tell you, if I admit that, or if I admit something bold, like I've been married 3 times. You never asked me if I was ever married before. I just never told you that I've been married 3 times. So if we get married, you'd be my 4th. I never told you that.
I mean,
so would that be hurtful either way?
I mean,
if I give you a minor,
not really. I mean, but then
or a big omission.
No, because
we should have asked that too.
But see, then there's also those people.
I mean, because there's nothing to be proud about being married 4 times. So I don't want to exploit that bit of information. But if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you, no, I ain't never been married. I'm just saying. If I have, you ask me.
But see, this puts that up there.
Don't ask me. I don't want to volunteer that bit of information.
If it's small, or does it hurt more if it's big?
That depends. I mean,
on you. I'm talking about directly to you.
It doesn't
would
hurt.
It hurt you more if it's small or big, or would it hurt you equally?
I mean,
it would hurt me
if it was big.
Depends on smaller
it depends
big.
on it depends on the smaller big. Because I don't know. I don't know. It depends. It just
talking
depends
about the
on what
omission,
it
right?
is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it
It
depends.
depends. But then again, you got people that also say that, you know, sometimes you got to tell a little white lie.
A lie is a lie.
See, I mean, hell, parents lie to their kids every Christmas. Ain't no damn Santa.
Not this one.
You know what, though? We got.
I tell her I am ho ho ho. Merry Christmas.
I need you to not say that I am ho 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 to your child. Jesus Christ. Major lie equals his baby mama got hands like Mike Tyson.
I hate you.
Minor lie is he don't like your spaghetti. Nah, that's okay. If I cook something for your ass and you don't like it, I'm gonna need you to tell me you don't like it. Don't lie.
That's a lie. Now that's a deep lie.
That's a lie.
Because if I blatantly make you dinner,
because then if I keep feeding you that
did you like my dinner? Did you like my
then
spaghetti?
you lie.
You actually tell me no, you're lying to me.
You're lying.
No,
wait.
wait.
If I put it in front of you and you just eat it and don't tell me that you don't like it or not, and I never asked you if you don't like it, then that's admitted. You're not telling me because I never asked you if you liked it. I just saw you eat it, so I just assumed
you saw
that
me
your
throw
black
it away.
ass like it. No, I'm saying if I
still
actually
sitting
see
there.
you eating it. Now, if I see you still
But
eating sitting there, then I'm of course gonna
if you
ask
eat it,
you.
I assume you like that shit.
Exactly.
I'm not eating nothing I don't like. So
And I would
speak loud in
clearly
the
be
words.
like, listen, you got some seasoning, some
Right.
extra cheese,
Look
some
all on your
mayo.
face. Your
You got
face
some
saying you
sugar.
like it.
I'm gonna need to doctor this shit up. I just can't do it. Listen, I
don't know. I feel like
that's why I don't eat nothing that I can't identify. I'm sorry. If I can't identify it or if it look like it's bland, I won't even put it on my plate.
So to avoid omission, which I don't know. It's so much to life. It's hard to avoid omission. So I guess to try to avoid it, I guess you just got to communicate more, huh?
I mean, people omit more than what they believe. You know, the ones that swear they don't do it probably do it more than the next person. But
then that's a lie.
People omit more than if you really think about it. And just really just go through your mind and think about things you didn't tell somebody. You've committed a lot of omissions more than what you think.
I have committed so many.
That's an omission, not to hurt your feelings.
Me too, because I'm like,
I ain't even gonna
but
lie.
then if she keeps cooking it,
if we haven't dived into a real relationship and really lay down and have pillow talk, I'm not telling you shit.
Well, yeah, I'm not
saying it ain't about me not telling you, but it's the fact that the pillow talk and this communicating period, you'll get to know whatever you need to know because y'all talking, y'all communicating. Don't think I'm gonna just volunteer information. You gotta ask me.
Thank you,
I'm gonna give you the important shit, but it's so much to me that you gonna have to ask. It's levels to this shit, baby.
I'm not saying that you should give them everything, but if it's something that
I give you what you want. What you ask for, I give it to you.
Again, that all goes back to the depends. Like you said, it depends on where we're at in the relationship, what kind of vibe.
But a relationship is a relationship. If you got it in you to ask me, I'm gonna tell you. If we think we're gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
Right. If we in a relationship, but if we just dating, I'm gonna omit a whole lot of things. I'm not giving you.
Yeah.
But if we in a relationship at this point, if
sometimes
you feel it, because you're not gonna tell them everything. When you get in a relationship, you still ain't gonna know them. I don't care how long you've been with them. There's still gonna be things you still find out about them. But if it's something of an importance or significance that you know that they should know about you, you should be not omitting that. You should be telling that. That's just being being truthful and creating a trust in your relationship.
Yeah.
Depending on the
especially
level
when they ask you
is,
something and you feel you giving them only a little bit of it when you know you should give them all of it. That's when it's lie. Right.
Yeah.
Like this. This is a
give me that scenario. Give me a scenario.
I'm about to give you a scenario right now. So where have you lived?
You said what?
So listen, this is the question. Where have you lived? I've lived in Pennsylvania. I lived in Michigan. I was in Michigan for about 10 years. Then I moved to Chicago. I did about 2 years there. Oh, for real? Okay. The mission is I ain't tell your ass I was in prison. I was transferred. I was transferred to about 3 different prisons.
Hey, Jay. Jay Morrison. Miss Carmen said, I feel True. That's a big omission though. Like, come on now. You know we need that bit of information. You lying.
I'm gonna need to know you've been to the penitentiary, my dog.
Hey, it's guys.
You asked me
And I'm gonna need to know how fresh out you is.
Ms. Carmen said there is a difference between option, which means I choose what I tell you, or program what I want you to know.
Okay.
That's another way to look at it.
That is.
Everybody different.
Somebody Consuelo on mine said, I'm never going to admit to anything.
Jay Moore said, ladies.
I believe what you don't know won't hurt. I don't believe in that honesty talk, period.
That ain't a good.
I don't know.
I can't agree with
I
that.
need you to be honest with me.
I
need somebody that I can believe, because I'm a person that I got to trust your word.
And if I can't
trust your word, we got a problem.
We're not gonna be able to make it in this life.
We're not gonna make it. We got to be able to have an honest conversation. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna know everything and you're gonna tell me everything, but if it's some of importance, like we've been dating the last couple years, we starting to get in a relationship. You was telling me you was traveling, you lived all these places. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and say, baby, I got something to tell you. Remember when I told you I lived here, here, and here? Yeah, I was in prison. I was getting transferred. You know, but I changed my life.
Don't wait till I fall in love.
Don't wait till we done been 5 years in, then probably got a couple kids. Now you want to break it. Then I find out, like, wait a minute.
Like that.
So my question is,
real quick,
okay, go ahead.
To add on what Ms. Carmen said, she said, omission is when you get that feeling that you should act or disclose and you don't. Omission will haunt.
This is facts.
I agree with that.
It will haunt you because you're holding a lie. I don't care what nobody said. You're holding a lie. You're not holding a lie. You're holding the truth. And by you not telling the truth, you feel like you're lying. That's why they cousins.
Right. That's why you need to go ahead and just let it rip.
Just let it out.
If you feel like it needs to be
so
told,
much easier
then
to
you
tell
need
the
to tell it.
truth. It's so much easier.
It is easier to tell the truth because once you tell one lie,
I'm a truth teller. I don't care. Truth hurt. Oh well, we'll get over it. It'll be all right. Hell, shit.
So my question is,
once you be honest, all your feelings will be hurt. That's not true.
Yeah, that's a lie.
That's not true.
That's a lie.
Actually, lying will hurt your feelings more later.
You'll
yes.
Feel free. You'll feel free.
You feel so free.
You'll feel lighter when you actually are in a situation with somebody where you can be yourself.
Yeah.
And they feel comfortable with all levels of you.
Facts.
And if you're with somebody off a false pretense or lack of pretense,
right? Lack of,
then that means that your relationship isn't built on a solid foundation.
A little shaky.
Period.
You're a little
and
shaky.
You're going to be haunted by that, like Ms. Carmen said. You're going to be haunted. So my question is, do you feel like if you are with someone and they actually don't want to tell you all of them because they have, like she said, hurt issues, and they don't admit everything to you, would you be more forgiving to them if you find out that they omitted to you? Or if they lied to you because of their past, would you be more forgiving to which one?
I would be more forgiving with the omitting part.
Of course, yes.
And then it also depends on how you deliver it as well. That's very important. When and how you choose to deliver that truth that you've been holding on to. You know, because if you come to me on some genuine and you're like, look, I've been hurt a lot. You know, I have trust issues, but I really feel like I can trust you now. Whatever, I might still be, because I'm a female. We going, that estrogen gonna make me still feel a little some type of way, but it's gonna be easier for me to receive it to say, okay, because let's be real, I've been hurt too. So we know what it feel like to be hurt and not trust people. Yes, some people don't come back from that. Some people just shut it all the way down. So
true.
If you come to me and you're genuine, you're like, okay, I wasn't trusting. I feel like I could trust you. So this is what I want to open up and tell you. Then, yeah, I can be more receptive and forgiving for that. But for you, if you just going to tell me a flat out lie, like, no, this ain't this and that ain't that. Nah, don't lie to me. I'd rather you not tell me the truth than to lie to me. I know that sounds crazy.
Ms. Carmen said, honesty
I know
is
it
your own
sounds
opinion.
crazy.
Honesty is your own opinion.
Honesty is your own opinion.
Truth is a responsibility.
It is. Again, omission is holding in the truth. Once you, oh no, wait, what they saying? Trust is gone and you will become different. If you are happy, stay that way. Why bring past into your future? Well, some people, your past is what creates you. Your past is what builds you into the character whom you are. You can't disregard the past completely. Everybody's past ain't peaches and roses. I can guarantee
that omission might be the reason why you acting the way you act.
Ain't none of the 3 women you see on this panel past peaches and freaking roses. I can guarantee ain't no sugar over here to make this shit sweet.
Amen.
And it ain't too many people that be able to walk in the shoes that we've walked in.
I'm with, he's gonna have to be able to have these depressing conversations.
Yes,
because there's no way that he's going to be able to understand me and how I move and how I think without him knowing my background.
Facts.
Because if he don't know your background, he doesn't know your triggers.
Mm-hmm.
He won't know how to comfort you.
Mm-hmm.
He won't know, because if let me give you a scenario. If you're a rape victim,
mm-hmm.
and you never told your spouse that you're a rape victim,
mm-hmm.
and he want to have sex with you,
mm-hmm.
and you were raped from behind, think about it.
It's going to create a problem. But he want to have doggy style.
He want to come up behind you and just forcibly have sex with you because he that's his sex. That's how he wants to have sex.
Right. It's going to create a flashback.
And it's going to trigger you.
It's going to trigger you.
It's going to trigger something in you, and then you're going to be like, he's going to be like, well, damn, I just wanted to have a little kinky sex. What the fuck is wrong with you? What you fighting me for? Why are you yelling at me?
Right.
Until you told me that you were raped, now I know I got to be more sensitive. I got to come up behind you more caressing. I got to come up to you, a little more differently than just sneaking up behind you, because some girls like that shit.
I mean, that's no different from if you were in a relationship with somebody and all y'all did was argue. You're going to tell the next person that if you choose to go forward into the next relationship, like, look, all I did was argue with my last dude. I'm not doing that again. That's going to set him up to say, okay, so I know I need to conversate to her differently. I need to come at her differently, because if I tell you, if you yell at me or you curse at me, you're going to get a response that you're not going to like. And it's going to be very combative. It's going to be very rude, very disrespectful. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there.
Even go deeper than that. Your mother and father, that's all they did was arguing and cuss and do all that in front of you. And and that triggers you to break down. That triggers you from wanting to not talk because you see how that interaction did to your mother and your father.
You know what, Consuelo? I want you to hit my inbox, because this last statement you made is, we're going to talk, but we need to have a conversation about that. She said, example, if a woman had been molested and tell a man he may look at you different. First of all,
he ain't the man for you.
He's not the man for you, because understand, I can say me and Mary, you're not, are both victims. So he ain't the man for you, flat out. Period.
And I agree with that, even not even being a victim.
Right. So if he look at you different, he wasn't the one for you anyway, because it does take a special person, period, to be able to coexist with someone who's a victim of rape or molestation, because that is, I don't care what nobody say, it still has a lasting effect on that person. No matter how they choose to deal with it, no matter how especially when you have kids, no matter how they choose to deal with it, process it, whatever. Some people can get over it to a certain degree better than others. Some cannot. So it does take a special person to deal with that. But we're going to talk about that. You hit my inbox.
Please do.
But as far as, let's take it on the sense of not even in a relationship, because we were talking about the past thing, bringing up your past. Just for yourself, if you don't respect where you came from, you're not going to know where you're going. If you don't acknowledge the past, the hurt, the pain, the struggle, the tears, and everything you went through, if you try and block that out, you're going to forget where you came from. Then you're not going to know where you're going.
Baby.
You're not going to know who you are, why you're making the decision. What happened to you is why you make decisions today. You being hurt by a man is why you won't accept certain things from a man or woman, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So
let's take it deeper. I'm gonna take it to my daughter. I'm gonna take it deep when I say a mission. So I'm very protective of my child. If y'all don't know, y'all should know. I don't let her go anywhere. I'm because I am, like Misha said, I am a victim of being molested.
Right.
And I don't mean just normal molested. I mean like I felt like I was a traveling case molested. So Michigan, Dayton, everywhere the fuck I went, somebody tried to bother me, touch me inappropriately. So I am very protective of my child. So my daughter asked me once why I don't let her go nowhere. Like, why don't you let me go spend the night over my friend's house? You know, and I'm like, I could have told her because I don't want to. Mm-hmm. I could have told her because I don't think you're ready. I literally sat down and told her that mommy is protective of you because there are crazy people in this world.
Facts.
And mommy has been molested at your age and younger. So I don't want that to happen to you. So I'm very selective of who or what you are around. But I could have admitted that. I could have not told her anything.
Right.
Any reason, gave her any definition. I could have just said, because I don't feel like you are ready. I don't trust nobody.
Right.
Period.
Right.
But I gave
and some
her
parents do
a deeper reason of why, because I want her to understand and know that not everywhere you go, you are safe.
Right. And it helps them be aware.
Exactly. And I want her to feel comfortable to speak to me about that. If somebody touch you inappropriately, so that's why I'm saying your past can help you.
Like she said, however, omitting that can be an omission in a relationship. I cannot tell you that I was a victim of molestation because, like she said, you don't want to relive it.
Yeah.
Some people don't want it. They feel like just talking about it is reliving it. Mm-hmm. Honestly,
I feel like if you don't relive it, it's going to be.
And then you don't know how some people.
But every case is different too.
Every case is
Everybody is different.
Some people could have relived it and got over it and then don't want to talk about it no more. So it all depends on the person.
It really does. And I feel like, I would say from my point of view, I feel like I kept that shit in for years.
Oh, yeah.
I never told anyone about it.
Yeah. Hell, I didn't even tell my mom until 2013.
And she never, and I told my mom once, and it didn't resolve the issue. It kept happening. So I kept it to myself. I never told anybody after that. And with me doing that, I now compared to now when I let that shit off my chest, it relieves so much for me.
It does.
And I feel like people don't want to talk about it, but it's hurting them.
Right.
So if you're not talking about it and getting it off your chest, it really, really, really will hinder you and you'll have a hate for yourself. And I feel like once you get that off your chest and realize it's not you, it was never you.
It was never you.
And nothing is wrong with you.
At all.
Then you will never be able to live a productive, healthy, mental life. I'm not talking about having great things. I mean mentally be able to have a productive, healthy life. That's just my point of view of it. Some people feel like they can just live on and they don't need to talk about it no more. But those that I've seen do that, they might have said it once, but they haven't dealt with it. You can see how they act and how they move, how it's hurting them.
Now, there could be a time and place for admission, right? Because like she said, she's scared to scare them away or whatever the case may be, which you should not feel like that. However, do you think there's a time and place in a relationship to omit certain things? Like, not saying that you lied about it, but you're just trying to see how serious it be before you say certain things. Like, I guess that, you know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like see, I'm an open book, so everybody who watched the show pretty much know shit about me. But
right.
But I feel like if I was my husband, ex-husband, he didn't know that I was molested for years. I never told him until like probably 3-4 years into our relationship. So it took me a long time to feel comfortable enough to talk to him about it. So I do feel like you have to be at a comfortable stage. You have to know that that person is going to have your best interest at heart. So if you don't feel that, then don't tell certain things. I mean, unless y'all have a open conversation. Like if he brings it up and then you don't say shit,
I mean, I don't know. Lie. There's a few. I've had a few relationships, and not all of them I told. Not all of them I told.
Yeah, me either.
I didn't tell everybody. I told my husband, of course, but I didn't tell him until. First of all, I met him at 14. We was grown when I told him.
But like you said, that's kind of. I guess it also depends on the severity of it too. Because I mean, like me, not ever meet my dad, ever in life, not ever laying eyes on this man. That's just not. I'm not hiding it. But I don't like offer that information. But like if it come up, I speak on it.
I feel like it just all depends on the scenario and situation. Yeah. Just like for real, as much as people hate to admit it, there is a time and a place. There is a certain such thing as a white lie. And there's a time and a place for it. Sometimes you lie. I'm not condoning it. I'm not, because I hate liars. I do.
So a white lie is basically not saying.
Some people will say that there is a lie that you could tell that's they try to justify like that's okay. I need my charger. But I don't know. I just like sometimes you lie to your kids. Some people say they lie to their kids because they don't want to tell them. They're just telling something. Or if they, I don't know.
I say white lie would have to be the stork deliver the kids.
I guess that would be a
Santa Claus.
But
a real lie is a real lie. White lies, I think it's pretty much for kids. I guess.
Like we're gonna take it off of this heavy shit.
All right.
So like, so I feel like a white lie might be you meet a guy and you be like, "Oh, do you work?"
Pat, you on that Tommy. You got that Tommy check.
Like, oh yeah, I work. He ain't telling you that his ass ain't got no job. He just telling you
that he works. True.
So technically he ain't lying though.
You better ask that question. You got a job? Or where do you work at?
He works.
What do you do? Or that's another question. What do you do for a living?
What do you? That's why I don't ask. Do you work?
You gotta pick your question.
You gotta be specific.
Or do you drive?
Because you get those specific answers.
I drive, but it ain't my car.
Like, do you got transportation?
So is that now? Is that really omission, or is that white lie, or is that omission? You're just not saying. Okay.
That's omission. I'm asking you a question, and you're answering.
So omissions and white lie almost twins.
Exactly. You're putting omission is telling me something that's going to put you in a better light. So you know damn well if a woman asks you if you work, that means that she want to know if you got income right now. And if she asks you if you drive, that means she want to know if you actually got a vehicle. But you just telling me yes to both because you know that's going to put you in a good light.
But technically he ain't lying.
He ain't lying. He just
you didn't ask a specific question. You didn't say
Woody said, "Shit, I'm not gonna lie to you if I don't like you. I'm going to see it in your face."
Where the charger port? Sorry, I know that was rude.
You can't. Me too.
Say that again.
He said, "Shit, I'm not gonna lie to you if I don't like you. I'm going to see it in your face."
I think he's trying.
Well, he said, "See, the reason why both parties still have an open relationship." Okay, that was previously what we was talking about.
I got the first part, but see it in your face. I'm saying it in your face. Maybe he's trying to say he's gonna tell the truth in your face. Like if I don't like you, I ain't got no need to lie. But if you like me, I would hope that you would tell me the truth.
Again, it's all about what type of relationship you're trying to build. If you meet somebody,
I don't want a relationship on lies, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about what type of relation. This is the part in the beginning of the relationship. We like to do these things because it helps y'all when y'all want to talk about making relationships with people. This will help you determine and create the atmosphere that you want in your relationship. If you start out the relationship, whether you just met the person telling a lie, your entire relationship is going to be built off of lies. Off of omissions as well. Unless it's a justified omission that where you like, okay, I can't open up. You're not going to open up all the cans on the first night.
If it's about your background, if it's about
if you just got out of the state penitentiary last week, I'm gonna need you to keep it gutter.
I don't know.
Let me tell you where this lie turned into an omission.
The next question, listen, because let's be real. there ain't really nothing wrong with fresh out of jail bait to a certain degree, depending on what you want that night. But I need to know when you've been to the doctor. You fresh out.
They in the doctor all the time in jail.
Right. Shit, I'm gonna need you to go to.
They do mandatory doctor visits.
Nope, I'm not going.
No, how about you just bring the papers with you outside of the jail, because they know
it need to be a fresh ass test.
They
like today.
Oh, okay, fresh, yeah.
Fresh test.
Because yeah, some things can happen between the time you get in. But let me tell you about the lie that turned into an omission in my lifetime. So I was talking to this guy.
You said a lie that turned into an omission?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know. He tried to turn into an omission.
Oh, okay.
When he straight up lied in the get-go.
Okay.
Okay, so come to find out, I'm just about to just fast forward. He lied about his age. He told me, when I asked him how old you were, I asked him how old he was, and he told me he was 10 years younger than when he actually was. I didn't know nothing about this. I didn't know the lie until he went to jail. I had to handle business for him. And then I found out. That's how I found out. I held it to see
when he was going to tell the truth.
Something. He gets out, everything blows up on New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying, going to New Year's. And he said, I knew you was gonna find out soon as you had my ID, it was handling business. So now he tried to turn into an omission, saying I knew you was gonna find out. So you left that part out, the truth, when you first lied. But I'm just saying to tell you how twisted motherfuckers is out here in this world.
I wouldn't even say that was trying to turn into a mission. He was trying to turn the blame on you. Like, well, I knew you was gonna figure it out anyway.
But that's what an omission is.
But
he left out
when
that.
When you
but you lied about it already.
But listen,
first of all, I need you grown men to quit lying about y'all's age out here.
What it is, though.
I'm gonna need grown men.
Women do shit like that too.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop lying about y'all's age.
When they get that Beijing to popping and hairspray and shit to popping and fading out the grays, y'all get the lying.
Y'all out here getting that Jermaine Jackson special. I'm gonna need y'all to quit lying about your age.
Don't get caught up in that dye out here now. They be lying their face up. Spray patching the patches out.
They get that LeBron special.
Let's take it to physicality.
Okay.
Let's take it to physicality.
Physicality of
Geneva says straight cornball.
Okay. So my thing is, let's take it to physicality, and we're gonna go both aspects.
Okay.
Okay. So women enhance their bodies all the time and their hair. Wear them good old lace fronts, all of that stuff. Slim their stomach down, make their titties pop, make their ass look bigger with all these enhancements.
Make them look like they got fresh
face. And then when you get totally naked, all that shit.
Like,
bitch, that is not what I saw at the club. What is this? What is those? What is those things hanging to your chest? Okay. What is them steakums hanging from your chest?
I see real men. Listen, steakums. That's steakums.
She said steakums.
I just see some titties that come out of the bra and they flat as pancakes, just dangling from the chest.
Listen, that came from losing weight.
Things look good. So I'm just saying. Then you go to the men.
Let's go to the men. Because it's a lot of them out here hat fishing.
Hat fishing and they pack fishing. Okay?
They doing what?
What?
Pack
fishing.
If I feel anything that feel like a sock ever.
Fishing.
You let me
so
find
that package
out.
look way bigger. And it ain't even them putting socks in. It's them balls. That they be sitting in and make that balls look real big and nice. And
the Benoit balls?
Girl. No,
found out.
They're personal balls
them
that will
big,
make that
saggy things.
big old saggy balls that make it look like they dicks is big, and it's really ain't nothing but the sack that's filling up them drawers. And then
but they can't help that though, right?
But I'm just, you can't help that you put on a bra that make your titties look better because they want you on the
true because if they ain't got no they was commando,
so
it definitely wouldn't.
You're wearing drawers that's holding your.
You let me find out y'all men out here.
I'm just saying, them pack fishing niggas. So
okay, but
so
we do it on purpose.
Is that bad?
I don't know.
Is that bad to admit that your titties hang to your knees? And is it bad to make it look like you got a hairline when your ass don't? You got edge problems too while you talk about our edges. You over here putting the flaky powder on your edges and shit. wearing hats all the time. Then you take it off, you looking like Sanford the Son and shit. I'm just saying. So,
listen.
Is that a bad admission or a good admission?
It's a bad admission.
It's a good admission.
It's a good and bad thing. Okay. It's a bad admission for man or woman when you go home, take it off, and it's two completely different people.
True.
Because there's a difference. Some of y'all, because there's a difference. Us three can put makeup on and get dressed up, and I can guarantee you, you still gonna know that. You're gonna still know when you wake up in the morning. You're not gonna be too pissed about the situation. But there are some people.
I just seen them.
There are some females, and I love my women, and we trying to help y'all. But some of y'all don't care, and that's fine. Do you, boo? But I'm just saying, them niggas gonna be mad in the morning. Okay, because you a whole different woman. Same with the man. Some of y'all out here with the George Jefferson forehead and hairline, and y'all out here hat fishing. Some of y'all got a 5 head out here watching movies and shit, and y'all hat fishing, ain't telling no damn body. And like she said, yeah, y'all out here getting a whole beard done, hairline, and y'all niggas bald as heck.
Bald.
But the pack fishing, I'm gonna need y'all. Let me find out men out here stuffing their jaws.
Them dudes with them dreadlocks.
I'm sorry, what?
Them dudes with them dreadlocks.
You got men are with dreadlocks?
Dreadlocks and in the middle gone. I done seen that shit. Or they got the hairline that cut like this part of their hairline and went back right here. And all of this is bald. And then they got dreads all the way back here. So they put the hat on to bring their hairline back.
Yeah, I never heard of no such thing.
Baby, listen, I saw it on Facebook.
I just need oh Jesus. Just let it go. I mean, like I said, I feel like I've seen omission with the body. I feel like when women do things like stuff their bra when they know that they're not a D cup, they really a B cup, but you stuffed your bra to make him think all night you was a D cup.
Is that a lie?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
If I walk around with a booty pad and I know my flat
and your ass is flat, that's a lie.
It's a lie.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a lie. And a man gonna be mad as hell. That's because I would. I was planning on smacking that, and you telling me ain't nothing to smack?
There's something to smack.
Well, you gonna hug me and see if I got the body.
You say flat booty, I be thinking about the real flats, the iron board flats, the ones that ain't got no bounce back at all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
But you can't do that. You can't do that.
I'll be wondering.
You can't wear. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the shapers come off the females and a whole nother body fall out. Like literally a whole nother person.
And I can't wear those kind of shapers.
First of all, let me be clear. Y'all that out here doing that, bitch, you can't breathe.
My stomach be like, you got me food.
Yeah, you can't breathe. And I'm the type of female
because everything up against your lungs. Like
we real curvy females up in here because when we go out, we could be sexy, but we gonna eat. So we ain't got time for them shapers where niggas can't breathe. We just gonna shape it to where it don't look a hot mess, but we still gotta breathe. God doggone it. Y'all out here covering up a whole nother person. Can't breathe, can't move, can't sit, can't bend down. You can have that. But let me find out men in 2019 is packing their pants.
Packing.
I can't. I thought it was everything. I seen everything when they was doing the lace front, but y'all packing it? Jesus Christ.
No, Jesus.
Just get Viagra like the old people do.
Shit, Viagra ain't gonna make your dick longer. What the hell you mean?
They better get a penis pump.
I hate you.
What?
I want to
That's
know
omission
the
right there.
You got. I want to know.
At least they trying to tell the truth.
They ain't trying to tell the truth. Shit, that's just
they
like
trying to help it grow.
No, that's just like having breast implants and your ass know you have breast implants instead of telling him that you have breast implants.
Well, yeah.
If I'm over here pumping my dick, I'm making it longer than what it really is, right?
Yeah. I mean,
omission.
Yeah, the only difference is it's still meat, bone, and blood. That implant is a piece of silicone stuck to your chest.
So do that go down? But look, we about to curve the whole conversation.
What, the silicone?
No, the pump.
I have no
does.
idea.
It goes back to its regular size.
Omission.
It's just like pumping lips. You know how when y'all.
So is that a lie or omission?
And make your lips big for a period of time and then it go right back.
So is that a lie or omission?
That right there is a lie. because you are actually physically putting it in my face as it is the real product. It's not.
And then they gonna find out the truth.
So that's
tomorrow.
A lie. That's a lie.
Look, tomorrow.
I don't think that's a mission.
I think it depends on the person to determine what a lie. Because some people feel like, you know, if you came to the club looking like Janet and you came home if you walked in the club, you look like Janet Jackson, but I take you home and you look like Freddie Jackson, and that some people are okay with that. So they might not see it as a lie. They probably already suspected that. That's why you don't pick up nobody in the club.
Amen.
And if you do,
I be like,
you make it a one night.
When the lights come on, you better open your eyes. When the lights come on, you better be looking who you talking to.
Listen, can you come outside and come stand under this light outside?
Nowadays, you hit them with the flashlight on the phone, like,
hey, they say a good first date for guys to take a girl swimming.
Take a girl swimming. You know what? Whoever said that's childish.
They childish, but they right.
That's true. Because that's about to come off.
Oh wait, let's see what Geneva said.
Go to Zumbizi.
Geneva said physical enhancements aren't the worst omissions. We shouldn't be kicking it with MFers based on how they look anyhow.
You feel me?
And if anybody got something to say about my titties dropping to the floor when my bra come off, you ain't the fella for me. Fact. Because I'm gonna need you to be the nigga that's gonna pick that titty up, pop it in your mouth.
Let me breastfeed you off of these orangutans.
Yes. Not that I don't have that problem.
Because real gonna always respect real.
I don't have that problem yet. But I can tell you now, as a member of the itty bitty titty committee for now, I can guarantee you gonna see these bad boys at the same size in the club, and when they get home, I'm damn sure never been the one to stuff my bra. I've had women suggest to me to stuff my bra. I'm not doing it. Not even for photo purposes. Now I know how to make them look like they got a little something.
Little push up.
Little something.
Little push up.
But I'm not giving you a whole brand new cup or two. That's just not happening.
And me neither. Because it's like,
I never was that chick. Even when we was younger. First of all, I thought that shit went gone in the 90s. I'm not gonna lie, but
I always had big boobies. I didn't have titties.
Yeah, see, I never had it, but I had, my family members, friends in the hood. Everybody was stuffing their bra. I couldn't do it. First of all, because we was using toilet paper, I was scared shit was gonna fall out. And then the sock thing, I knew it was too much work. For what? For something else for him to look at? I'm good.
Shit, I ain't had no ass.
Hell, I had an ass. That was enough.
And when they had the booty, when they first came out with them booty things, I
was like, I
refuse you in the name. I ain't doing it.
They ain't even got jiggles.
That's embarrassing.
The butt pads with the jiggle.
You gotta keep, at one point or another, you gotta keep it
real
with yourself.
Eventually,
how long can you go on with this lie?
That fake ass. You gotta get naked.
Exactly.
Eventually,
whoever you are enticing with that fake booty, because you're not doing it just for yourself, bitch. Lies. Okay.
But there's men that say the same thing about women that wear makeup. They feel like we look completely different, and there are some men that feel that. I don't care how much you put on. They feel like I don't care how much you put on. You look completely different.
If that's serious, sound like they first date need to be some busy back.
I hate you. Whoever I'm with is gonna have to be comfortable with me wearing makeup. Period. Point.
Yeah, but you will see the natural me.
You will, especially if we together.
You wanted to trade me so bad. Trade me? What you mean? Oh, you mean as far as boobies? Yeah, you could have had them. You could, in middle school. Yeah, my cousin Donna was talking about she wanted to trade me. Yeah, I bet she did. Nah, she could have them big old babies. Back be all hurting.
See,
I wanted them. Because I didn't want the booty. Because, see, my booty was getting attention from little nasty boys, and I ain't want that. I wanted the boobies, so I can just have my boobies appear, But
they attract nasty.
So back then, I had the boobies.
Yeah, I know.
Not the booty.
I ain't want, But I'm good now. I've learned to embrace my little bitties. I'm cool.
That was my best asset back in the day.
What?
My boobs. Now, kind of reversed a little bit.
Kind of evened out, you mean?
Well, that ass
a little bit.
Get my attention every time. I be like, "Hey, big buddy."
Got that big donkey.
Found me like people be talking to my butt and stuff. I got a face. I got a brain.
It's only us.
We don't see that though. Listen,
y'all don't. They don't.
They don't see that until they talk to you. That's what I'm saying. Mostly, appearances is what they get first.
If you're legit, oh damn, Geneva.
What she said?
If you're legit a good ass guy and happen to have some self-esteem issues and been compensating that sack with balls and socks, now we gotta have what? Wait. Now we got to have an uplifting, realistic, bold-ass conversation for you to understand it's not that serious. We all fall short somewhere and got to do some form of enhancing to make ourselves feel legit.
True.
Yeah.
And that's what this is what I irritates me about the sexes. Let's be clear. I'm going to say this. Men have such a problem with us women enhancing our beauty.
Facts.
They have not all men,
not all men, clear, but it's more common.
But it's more common for men to downplay a woman who wants to wear makeup compared to women who want to be natural.
Facts.
Not everybody is okay with being natural. Just like you're not a man who don't want to go get his hair cut. Ain't that enhancing your handsome look?
Yeah. Making sure you got that fresh fade, fresh edge up,
your beard edged up. That ain't your natural appearance.
That's not what you look like.
That ain't what you look like on your natural day.
Yeah. Hell, your breath don't even smell like that in the morning.
You over here getting gold fronts, but you don't want your woman walking around here with makeup on.
Hell, let's be real.
Makeup on your teeth.
Let's just be facts for a second.
Ain't you making your teeth look?
Let's just talk real facts. You men don't look like y'all do naked versus when you put your clothes on.
Baby, listen.
Some of y'all look neat. Listen. And you want to talk about when the girdle come off. Boo.
I'll be over here wearing baggy pants and y'all got more hips and ass than me.
Shit, some of y'all out here looking like chicken foot. Little foot, chicken foot, whatever the name, little chicken legs.
Little?
Chicken little.
Yeah, them little baby skinny legs.
Some of y'all out here falsifying.
Okay.
Thinking, looking like we in the club. I'm thinking you Gerald Levert, get home and you chicken little. I'm just saying.
Or Humpty Dumpty, your legs all skinny and arms all skinny and your middle look like an egg. I'm not fucking with you.
Humpty Dumpty. That's funny. I always just said Dr. Robotnik.
I hate you. So listen.
Because you seen it, right?
I did. I had a whole visual. Damn, I hate her. We're about to play a song real quick. This is Indeed, and we gonna come back to specialty song. I ain't fucking with you, Misha.
That's funny.
Yeah, hello? Oh, you ain't home? Shit, I might pull up. You know what's up when I get there? Indeed I am. On a late night, she want that good pipe. She know just who to call when a man not home. She say it feels right, but she know she wrong. On a late night, I tell her don't wear no clothes. On a late night, she want that act right. On a late night, she wanna take part. On a late night, she want them legs high. On a late night, I'm gonna slide on you. Take my time when I do all the little freaky shit that your man doesn't do to your body. Come ride me like a hottie. Who do you like I do? Nobody. I make you sweat, I lick on your flesh. I won't make no ickies, cause he let me go and check. Hey, I'ma fuck all on you. Why that nigga chase a check? You know why you call me? To get that pussy wet. You want me to get that wreck? I'ma beat it up, oh yeah. On a late night, she want that good pipe. She know just who to call when a man not home. She say it feels right, but she know she wrong. On a late night, I tell her don't wear no clothes. On a late night, she want that act right. On a late night, she wanna take part. On a late night, she want them legs high. On a late night, it's 2 in the morning, I'm deep in your soul. And that's how you want it, already know. I know what you like, baby. I know we've been here before, girl. Don't act like this is brand new. I know it's something you're not used to. We'll get used to it, cause when I do it, I'ma get it juicy. see like if I was too cheap, we gon' play my music. Why you moaning loosely? Will you come like away on a late night? She want that good pipe. She know just who to call when a man not home. She say it feels right, but she know she wrong on a late night. I tell her don't wear no clothes on a late night. She want that act right on a late night. She wanna take part on a late night. She want them legs high on a late night. On a late night.
I'm over here playing with Facebook
on a late night.
I like that.
Hey.
She know just who to call when a man
That was indeed late night. And this is Curvilinear Radio. I am Mary J. B.
And I'm Kiki with the E.
And it is Misha Miss Hot Spots. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good one. I knew this was going to be a good one.
Yeah.
We might have to do a, part two or
maybe bring
flip
some
that
men
some
up in
way
here.
somehow. Yeah, we're going to bring some guests up in here.
Yes, this is good.
I like when we have
Live
these
versus
conversations.
This was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And we got so many levels to this.
It is levels to this.
And what's so funny is that you could debate so much when somebody gets real deep with it. Like we got so like on Jonathan when he started talking about
Leave it to him now. You know how he do.
To his
We love a good debate. We're going to be debating all through the rehearsals.
Wait a
and shit.
minute.
Watch.
He gotta take it to the damn extreme. Like, well, wait a minute.
He going to come in the rehearsal with a debate.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna tell his ass, sit down. Sit the hell down.
Save it to the end of the rehearsal.
Listen, save it for Thursday.
Yes, okay. It is specialty time. So listen, I went to Mac this weekend.
Uh-oh.
Married to the max.
Did you get us some eyeliner?
No, I didn't get any eyeliner. I don't never buy Mac eyeliner.
I didn't mean eyeliner. I meant brow.
Brow too. I don't mess with their brows, and I don't mess with their eyeliner or mascara. I just think it's too expensive, and you can get good, eyeliner and good pencils for a lot cheaper. I only get my bases for now: concealer and foundation, and lipsticks. That's really it. So I went, and y'all know I like Mac so much. So I've been collecting. Mac has a deal. If you bring your at least 6 empty containers of theirs, lipstick, foundation, anything that you buy from them, if it's empty and you got 6, you can trade it in for a lipstick. So that's one reason why I like Mac, because everybody else you buy that shit, you throw it away. It's done. You don't get no trade-ins. You don't get nothing. That. So if you bring 6 in, you get lipstick, and you know my ass had 12, right?
Lord Jesus.
So I got 2 lipsticks. Okay. So I got 2 lipsticks.
You got to choose whatever type of lipstick you wanted.
It has to be their silver collection. So it's like their silver caps, but they have
but it's still
so
a wide.
It's a
lot
of colors.
Gotcha. It ain't like they just hip you to like
right,
you get these 10.
Yeah, it's like a plethora. Like they have a whole rack of colors, like 4 or 5 different racks of colors that you can pick from. And then they had a 40% off section as well. So they had like lipsticks, lip glosses, perfume. They had all kinds of stuff that you can get for 40% off. So I got 2 lipsticks, and then I ended up going. I was at the register about to check out, and I looked over and I said, 40% off. Let me go over here and walk over here and see what y'all got popping. So I went there originally for my foundation and concealer. So I got my foundation, and I wanted to go back to the studio mix concealer instead of the pump concealer. The concealer that I was using prior was the liquid. So you pump it out and then you put it on like a normal concealer or whatever. But I wanted to go to this one because it's creamier, and I feel like it does really well under your eyes. I mean your eyelids, like a base for to help your eyeshadows pop. So I use this today for my eyes. Okay. And then I put my my eyeshadow on top of it, and I was like, yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So I've been using the pump, or I've been using my my Ruby Kiss, and it just wasn't giving me what I wanted. So I was like, I'm gonna try MAC, and I like MAC so much better. So it's really it's like a creamy, but it baby, listen, I used this about 5 times already, and it don't even look like it. It's pretty much full. I'll show you from the side. It's full. Used it about 5 times already. So it really goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? So it probably will last me a couple months, if not more, for this.
And that's the concealer.
This is the concealer.
Okay. How much is that?
It's Studio Mix. This was about $25.
Is that the normal price before?
Yeah.
Okay.
This wasn't on sale. So this is about between $25 and $30.
But it lasts you how long?
But if you're not into makeup every day, it probably can last you a year plus.
Well, till the expiration date.
Right. Or until the expiration date. But me, myself, it probably will last me, I don't know, probably a couple months, maybe about 5 months. And then I'll need another one. Because I wear makeup so much.
Right.
You know. But, and then I went over to the 40% section, and they had some lip glosses. Well, lipsticks. They're lipsticks, but they're like a creamy matte base. That's what I'm wearing today, if y'all can see it. But it's called Oh Sweet. It looks like a candy bar, don't it? And it's in like some sprinkles, MAC. And it is I'm trying to think of what this flavor was.
Oh, it's flavor.
It's not flavor, but it smells.
Oh.
It is the Death by Chocolate.
Death by Chocolate?
Death by Chocolate.
Oh.
So it is so cute.
Oh, Death by Chocolate.
It looks like sprinkles. And it's really not chocolatey. It's more like I want to say like a bronze, no, it's not
copper.
Bronze, like a burgundy kind of. Probably got a little bronzy in there. But it smells just like chocolate. So I'm gonna let y'all smell it. It's really, really.
See, that wouldn't be good for me if it smelled like chocolate. I'll be the Negro to lick it. Yeah, see, I'll be the person to be like.
You see how serious my face got when I started to smell it.
Listen, I did try it.
Just to get the wrong light-skinned people chocolate.
And it doesn't. Not at all. But I put this on.
Oh my God, this wouldn't be good.
I probably put this on maybe about.
So your lips still smell like chocolate?
6:30, a little bit.
See, yeah, I would be the Negro to lick my lip.
I mean, you will lick it, but it ain't going nowhere. I licked my lips about 4 times since it ain't going nowhere. Like I said, it's been on my lips since what? About
do smell like chocolate.
7.
That smells good.
6:30, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So 40% off, baby. Listen,
can't beat that.
Can't beat it at all. I think I paid. I want to say about 10 for this. Probably less than, it was about 10. So this is probably
that's pretty good for MAC.
20. I think it's about $25, $26. And I only spent like 10. That's not bad at all for MAC. Then I bought another red lipstick that was on the 40% off. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how bold it is, but y'all probably see me post a picture or something. But I just want to talk about those 2 products because MAC is my friend. I really like them a whole lot. So that's all I got today. What you got, Kiki? What it eat?
Well, I got a little bit of something. First of all, what about that water? Have y'all been drinking y'all water to prevent them chapped ass lips that this weather can cause? Even though it ain't much weather, but the coldness, it just does something.
I need water and vitamin E.
It does something it does something to our lips and our skin. It dehydrates them. So we need to make sure we are hydrated.
I need to.
I
didn't drink no water today, but I have.
But she got that damn frappe over there, though.
Yeah.
Did you start itching?
I needed something to wake up.
Dry skin?
Ain't that something?
No.
Okay.
No, I use every day. I put on tons of lotion and
which is needed.
Make moisturize
keep your skin
my skin
hydrated.
But no, I haven't today.
So imagine a lotion and water.
I'll be over here glistening.
This the best of both worlds.
I'm not fooling with y'all.
I just want to touch on something when it comes to Columbus City schools. I know a lot of bad talk about Columbus City School. My kids are in the Columbus City School District. And I mean, so far so good, but they give out phone calls. One, that's another thing I like. They give phone calls to the whole parent directory of what's going on in the school district and certain programs that they have to offer. Mm-hmm. So before parents want to be talking about Columbus City School districts, I'm gonna need you to do your research on what Columbus City School actually has to offer. They have all type of programs to help our kids. Like my son, he's in ninth grade, freshman in Northland. He was started to have failing grades. He started off with football, which I think kind of hindered him a little bit. He was trying to get his feet wet in high school and play the sport, so it kind of played a toll on his grades. Mm-hmm. We got a hold of them grades, and they're coming up with the help of more at-home tender loving care, of course, and they offered tutoring, free tutoring for freshmen that have one or more failing grades. Mm. So free tutoring inside the school. So and it looks like it's indefinitely because they didn't give us no date of when it ends. Okay. So every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's what he's doing after school. He goes to tutoring right there inside the school. So I think that's pretty dope. And then also I got a phone call actually yesterday about because they give you phone calls over the weekend, they give you phone calls over breaks, just the one to remind you about certain activities to or certain websites you can go to create different activities to keep your kids' mind from idling while they're on break. Mm-hmm. As well as, like I said, yesterday I got a phone call about this thing called Super Readers on Saturdays. They're about to have this thing called, you got to go on to ColumbusCitySchools.com. Or if you Google it, it's like CCS, Columbus City Schools, OH.US.org or something like that. But you can definitely Google it. But actually, I have it right here. And Super Readers, if you get your kids signed up, they provide transportation, they provide a lunch, as well as just fundamental and tools to help them read. And that's from K to 5th, just to help them to get on the right path when it comes to their reading. So I just think I take that back. It's power up your second or third grader reading skills, because y'all know they have the AIR test out here where it's really important for our third graders to pass these tests in order to get up to the fourth grade. Unfortunately, my son was, I'm going to say a victim, dang on it, because I hate these damn tests that determines them as so young to go on to the fourth grade. But however, he had to repeat third grade because he failed this test by 10 points. His grade card said he was going to the fourth grade, but however, the test said he had to stay. So therefore, we're in the third grade again, and we're doing great. I actually feel like him staying back in the third grade was a good thing. So therefore, I got something good from that test, because there's some things right now he got a better grasp of when I didn't even know he was even hurting in it the first time around. So the test is kind of good, but however, get your kid prepared for this test. And for something like this that they're offering on a Saturday to help your second and third grader get their reading level up.
Yeah, because my goddaughter got to do it. She got to do it. She ain't happy about it, but she be all right.
So definitely check that out, or you can call 614-365-5000. We'll get more information.
It's not a requirement, but she doing it.
Yeah.
Well
what grade?
To go to the third grade.
Oh, okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Even though she will still go to the third grade, but it's like a test.
Right.
It's like a pre-test.
Yeah. Pre-test.
Thank God she passed. But
yeah.
She in the fourth now. Amen.
Amen. So I'm just saying, like, go online sometimes and don't be so quick to down Columbus City Schools, but they really are out here trying to help these kids. It's all about the parent taking that extra step to help their kid.
I mean, plus you gotta use the resources that they're giving you. That's one thing my mom used to always tell us in school, because we used to have the same complaint on Columbus Public School. They don't teach us this, they don't do that, they don't do this.
They don't.
And my mom would say and they don't. There is a lack in the public education and education period in America, period. But public education.
You gotta do your diligence too. You
not even just that, but my mom, one thing she always taught us was it's not about what they teach you, it's what you're taking from it. Mm-hmm. You have to make sure, and that's why you have those kids that some are excelling in the class and some aren't, because it's all about what some what initiative they're putting forth. So yeah, use the resources if they're there. At least they're putting the resources there. First there was none.
Right.
Create your
own, because my daughter.
But you also have to be active in your kids' education.
As well, before my daughter's air test, and asked what apps are available.
What kind exactly. Being proactive. All type of websites they give.
So many websites, and you can go to the library. There's all kind of programs,
and there's people there that's helping them with tutoring.
Get your child together, and a lot of times these schools are connected to your local library.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do ask what library, you can go there
or rec center, believe it or not.
Hell, you can reach out to community colleges and local colleges. You'd be surprised what programs they have. They have people, because they're in school for education, that are giving free tutoring or discounted tutoring to these kids. So their resources are there.
They are. Or you can use your good old Google and you put in your child's grade. And they will pull up like worksheets and all kind of things that you can go over your child with, the cheat sheet and the actual form. So if you, the parent, don't know the answer, it breaks down the answer for you.
You can even teach your kid cursive, because they don't teach them that no more in school.
They don't no more. So I told my daughter she hates cursive. So I've been trying to help her with that. So yeah, you have to. They do have. You can print out worksheets. Yeah, you have to develop your own things for your child when it comes to their education and the kind of education you want your child to have. Because all of these schools aren't based on the education that you, especially if it's not in your budget.
Right.
If it's not in your budget and you want your child to be resourceful and smart and educated, then baby, listen. You got to do your due diligence, my mother.
My mom had me reading and writing before kindergarten,
as well as communicate with these teachers.
My mama had me.
She was the preschool.
Book, the dictionary. If I ask my mom how to spell the word,
she'd be like, "There go the dictionary." Yep, there go the dictionary.
Mom, what's the number 2? There go the phone book.
Yep, make you look it up.
I was looking up.
I know. I tell my kid all the time, say this is the new form. Better Google it.
For real, that's what made it to the point when I got in school. That
and then I'd be like, no, part of class. Spell it out.
Yeah.
I can't stand for them to use that damn voice recorder. Yeah. Spell it out. Y'all kids, y'all dumbass kids now, they can't even spell half the time because y'all want to fucking say it. Y'all want to fucking, you know what I'm saying, verbalize it and they look it up that way.
So I can't stand it. I tell my daughter, especially if she used certain words, I'd be like, you can't even spell it. And she'd be like, yes, I can. So spell it then. She told me, she said, Mom, I am innocent. I said, spell innocent. She was like, I can spell it. I said, well, spell it. She was like, I mean, she literally spelled it. I was like, see, you are innocent. Yeah, you can spell it. So it's like, if you play with your child, get them interested in words. Like if she say certain
they gonna want to find it out.
They go, exactly. If I say a certain word, she be like, Mom, what that mean? I'll be like, go look it up.
Hell, give your kids homework. Listen, my parents and my uncles and my aunts was real good for giving us homework. I don't give a damn with the school. How you ain't got no homework? I got something for you to do.
Because nowadays these kids, these students, elementary school to middle school, they don't have homework. My daughter never comes.
I get an attitude when I'm like, what type of school you don't have homework? What?
Like what? Okay, you about to do some studying today.
What are the parents putting out there as well?
I don't mind a kid having homework. They know how to do their work.
Like opting not
from kindergarten to third. Just wait.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait till they get to 4th grade. They can do their own homework. They be stressing me out.
So my good friend Sharonda, she said she's at her children's school often. It's sad to say parents are just not active. Some don't even want to be contacted when needed for their children or their child, which is so sad. It really is, because that's
like you bothering them.
Yeah,
damn it, like your kid bothering me up, and this motherfucker don't want to learn.
But it is about being active. I mean, my mom stayed in my school. She let it be known. I don't care. Not knowing where she worked at to believe that she wasn't actually going to be coming. She instilled fear in me that any day she could pop up in school and be in my class. So I needed to be making sure, you know, my grandmother's favorite line was, you're not here. You don't go to school to have fun. You go to learn.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. That's what I say.
So that's what you need to do.
You may have a little fun along the way, but
right. Me and my mom had to talk the other day, and we were talking about how how teachers used to be like, I'm going to tell your mom. And I was like, I told her I was never afraid of that statement.
I was.
I never was afraid.
They said they was calling my mom. I knew it was bad.
And the only reason why I say I was never afraid is because I knew I was doing what I was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I knew I was never. I love school. So I did all my homework. I wasn't no talkative in the class. I wasn't being disruptive. So if you said you was going to tell my mama, it was probably because you said something to me that I didn't agree with. Mm-hmm. And I'm over here telling you that ain't right. Nah. So I'm going to tell you, call her. She's at work. She goes to lunch at this time.
But I also feel
never
like
offended me when my teachers.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not in the schooling to understand, but I felt like back when we were in school, there were more educators that wanted to see you succeed, that wanted to go the extra above and beyond outside of school hours and help you. That wanted to do outside the curriculum to make sure you got it so that you could pass.
It's the kids.
So my question is, do they still have those?
Yeah,
I feel like they started to dwindle away.
They do.
Yeah, I've run into them.
They got a couple.
It ain't as much,
but they don't want to help them kids that don't want to help themselves.
Well, that's all.
They don't want to help them kids that's always gonna be fighting back and giving them a hard time.
We are on WTMH Radio. You can go to WTMHradio.com. You can stream us live on YouTube, or you could go to Google Play and download the WTMH Radio app.
And they don't want to help them kids whose parents don't give a damn neither.
Yeah, I think that our generation, there were so many things to help teachers when it came to getting their money back. There was a lot of things.
I'm sorry, what?
Getting your, like teachers used to pay out of their own pocket to help us, but
right.
There was also like incentives for them to be able to get their money back off of that, like taxes wise.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Now a lot of that stuff,
like when they pay out of pocket for supplies.
Exactly.
They don't let them do that no more.
That's all.
They already halfway ain't paying them shit.
Exactly. Their pay is also decreased since we were in school, and you have to think about a lot of these tax cuts and shit. Took away a lot of that access of them being able to be reimbursed and pay out of pocket for a lot of the things that our teachers used to do. And they had all these other programs that teachers could sign up for overtime, for extra money. Remember, you used to have your math teacher stay over for 3 or 4 extra hours to help you. They would be able to get extra cash off of that.
Yeah.
Or they would sign up to do summer programs. They would get extra cash for that. Now it's, I was reading that now they have those programs where all it does is it extends their pay. So you know how in school, teachers used to be able to get all of their pay and then don't get paid during the summer, or they would be able to extend it all summer. If you sign up for the summer program, they just going to do that automatically. Like teachers used to be like, okay, I want all my money and I'll take a break over the summertime and just make sure I save enough to last me during the summertime. Now, if you want to do extra work during the summertime, they just extending you. Oh, you want, okay, so I'm going to just extend your pay. So you'll automatically just get paid all year round. You don't get that extra option.
But they do that also for the bus drivers and the teachers. Like even without them doing anything, they can get the option to stretch their pay throughout and get paid through the summer, even without doing extra. But that's an option too, I guess. I didn't know that's how they did it. But now my kids' school at Parkmore, like the after school assemblies and programs and like the Christmas thing, they got a church to come over to give all the kids shoes. Like Miss Campbell over at Parkmore Elementary. Black lady, she ride or die for her kids. And the teachers do too, because she makes sure we know, like, I want y'all to give all the teachers a hand because they didn't have to stay over, but they did. So that goes hand in hand with what you're saying. They really don't get paid to be staying over. And thank goodness there's some loving ones out here that do.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of teachers nowadays don't have the passion as we did growing up, because our generations of teachers, our generation of teachers came from the Martin Luther King era. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like
not even just that, but our parents were set up different. Exactly. Our parents were more active. Our parents were more supportive of the teachers back then. You know, now if a teacher felt like you were disrupting the class or you was being whatever and they called your parent and they was sitting there talking to you about it, it wasn't nowadays, it's the parent siding with the child.
Right, it is, but I feel like our era
becoming combative with the
teachers and our era of parents came from that that tough schooling where they were not given the opportunity to get that education that white kids were. So they took schooling way more important than this generation. This generation of parents is our generation who got those privileges. So they feel like it's on the school. Entitled. It's on the school. It's entitlement. Like, okay.
We are living in the age of entitlement.
We are living in that age. Crazy. We as parents and we as adults, period, if you don't got no kids, we have to go back to that passion. We have to go back. And I feel like if you are in any field of giving a service, you have to have passion with it or your job will be shitty. You will not give your all. If you're a doctor and you're just there for the check and not for the passion of it and not for actually saving lives, you are going to end up making a mistake on somebody's life. You won't end up
and you probably won't even give a fuck.
We can talk about this all night.
And so you have a teacher. Listen, we need to get some teachers on as well.
We're gonna have to bring this subject up.
If you have a teacher who's not passionate about what they're doing and they're just there because some say it's easy money, you just fill in the seat and teaching them what's in the book that they give you. Because nowadays you don't even got to do research no more. Each class come with what they call, say that word, a
curriculum
of already
bullshit.
Exactly. Already
teaching a whole different way that we didn't learn
to get them prepared for the testing. So it's not you doing extra due diligence, doing research and finding other avenues to help motivate
unless
the child.
That teacher is that good.
The teacher that is good and they are passionate
my daughter
about
teacher,
it.
The motherfucking
you
mom.
have to be passionate.
So goddamn.
And there are a lot of teachers that are no longer passionate because the school is already doing their jobs for them. When we were in school, they give you a rough synopsis of what you need to teach the kid, and it was up to you to decide how you going to teach this subject and how you going to teach this math assignment. Now it's, hey, here goes the cheat book. This is the answers, and this is what you need to pass out to your kids.
They created a system.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's sad.
Wow.
But we gonna move on.
Wow.
What you got going on in the city, Miss Hot Spot?
Wow.
Yeah, we totally took that another way.
That's that curvilinear.
All right. Okay, so what's going on in the city? So this weekend, tomorrow, we have a couple things going on. Mr. Mark Curry, the comedian, those of you don't know, none of you 90s baby will. Yes.
Oh shit,
that was my show. He will be at the Funny Bone tomorrow and Saturday. So tomorrow night he's got two shows, 7:45, 10:15, and then Saturday, 7 p.m. show. He's here all weekend. My apologies. So tomorrow, 7:45 show to 9:15, 10:15 to 11:45. Saturday, 7:30 to 8:30, 9:45 to 11:15, and then Sunday, 7 to 8:30. So that's something you can do this weekend. Go get you some funny in. And then tomorrow is our WTMH friendly friend, Mr. J Vision's birthday bash. This will be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Y'all come out and show some love to the Capricorn seasoning. I'm going to leave that there. And Hampton's on King. This is at 234 King Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43201, 234 King Avenue. And then, of course, y'all already know because we always do stuff, right? So Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mary, because I thought I had to pull up and it's the wrong thing. We are having our luncheon, empowerment luncheon.
Wonderful.
1 to 4 on the 5th. It's here. 6230 Bush Boulevard at the WTMH Studios upstairs, Suite 302. Tickets are still on sale on Eventbrite. General admission is $10. VIP $15. Do we still have VIP left?
Yes.
We have a few VIP left. We only have a few left. A lot of them got bought up over this past week. So we appreciate everybody that's coming out to support. We will have poetry. I will be blessing the mic with some poetry. Finally, I guess. Kiki, Mary, JB, Bree will be speaking along with other speakers. We've got Geneva Nico coming down from Detroit. We've got William Ryan. We've got Chanel. Who else is speaking? David G is going to be speaking. He's the WTMH Male Model of the Year for 2018. So it's going to be a dope event. Come out and get empowered. We need that in our community. Our children, our teenagers is 13 and up. So make sure y'all come out to that. And then we have our fashion show that we are working on that's coming up March 10th. Tickets are currently on sale on Eventbrite, the Curvilinear's Hearts of Kirby Diamonds fashion show. This will be at the Renaissance Hotel downtown. For those of you who don't know where that is, 50 North 3rd Street. The information will be all over our pages in Curvilinear Radio. So please make sure you get those tickets. Those tickets are $25 and $35 for VIP.
Yes, baby.
That's all I got. I'm ready to go. I'm hungry.
I can't. She always hungry.
Always.
Every Thursday nights. Listen.
I just want some chicken.
I hate you.
So
listen, we about to get up out of here. This topic was very interesting.
It was.
We're going to have to do it again.
Yeah, we're going to figure out what we're going to talk about next week, though. I don't know.
Hold up. I think we got
do we got a guest next week?
I
think we do. What's next week? The 9th?
No, we did, but no. I had a cancellation.
So we'll take a drop in.
Okay.
So let us know. Hit us up.
So I want to drop in.
What's the topic?
If you want to come through,
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. We'll be posting that topic because I'm gonna marinate on it, and all three of us gonna marinate on it. Whatever one come up popping more is what we gonna do. Okay, so
if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready,
baby. Listen. So I want to say this before we leave, and then we just gonna conclude the night. Okay, I'm gonna play Luffy D on our way out, but I just want y'all to think about lies in omission. Think about it and really say to yourself, if what I am holding back or what I am not advising or keeping real with the person that I'm with, either friendship, relationship, family, work, if it's going to hurt me in the long run or hurt the person that I say I love, then keep it 100, period. Think about it. That's all I'm going to say. Think about it. We're going to leave with look at Dave. See y'all next Thursday.
Peace.
Go. I've been shot by love. Now, will you please help me? Thought I was good, but I couldn't see. Oh, it's crazy that you called my bluff. Now I just been shot by love. Now, will you please help me? Thought I was good, but I couldn't see. Oh.